Alright, people, what's going on? James here again for another reaction. So my cousin hit me up, told me that Superman got a solo movie, and it's not just the Superman from, the old Justice League joints. It's the Superman from like the Justice League War with, the Wonder Woman, Batman, Green Lantern, when they was all up against Darkseid. And that actually was some popping artwork. And from what I understand, they got a 2018 Death of Superman movie, which means Doomsday is going to be in the building. So, we go check this out and see what's cracking with this here. Do, 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 do.
Something's not right. Ah! Follow, you bastard. Is there anyone in there? Or are you just an animal?
Superman is fighting amongst the people that love and adore him. This is Superman in the fight for his life that we've never seen him before.
It's a lot more emotionally shattering when the end finally comes for him in this
Okay.
We've got 30 seconds. You need to fire engines now.
In this movie, Doomsday is a bit of a mystery.
You take all of the dangerous elements of Superman, remove the conscience, put it in this vessel that can channel all that anger, rage, and power. You have Doomsday. Doomsday is a threat that they've never seen before, they've never faced before, even more so than Darkseid.
Oh.
We've really got a bigger group than we've had for any of these movies before, fighting just one entity. So the more they battle it, the stronger it gets.
We raised you so that you could be yourself. We didn't raise you to be alone, honey.
This movie is a lot about relationships and the different kinds of ways relationships present themselves to one person. We see more of Superman's world.
Doomsday Superman is something that the DC fans are very familiar with. We really wanted to warrant retelling this story and putting it in this continuity.
Like the way they do that Heat Vision.
This movie is actually the first act of what the first original movie was. His plight at the start of the movie is whether or not to share his life further with Lois.
It's like raw.
I feel like it scares you that I might get to the truth.
Clark, Kal-El, Superman.
Taxi!
He's got this identity crisis kind of going on. Do I stay human? Do I be the hero? Do I let Lois in?
There's a reason why I'm so secretive.
And?
He's willing to not only admit finally that he's in love with this person and make this connection by revealing who he really is, but then on another level, he's willing to sacrifice all of that.
We have other characters that weren't in the first movie.
We incorporate the Justice League in this movie as well.
Okay, next up.
A lot of their scenes in this movie are basically scenes where he's asking their advice.
Aren't you worried? About what? About bringing her into your world. The dangers, the sacrifice.
Lois is us in this movie. There's something very vulnerable about that.
Aquaman have
Hopefully
the pork
that's an
chop
element that the
sideburns?
audience can relate to.
Like he an underwater porn star or something?
I feel like I say this a couple of times a week, but thanks, Superman. I don't know what we'd do without you.
We definitely wanted to touch on the idea that Superman's existence, who he is as a person, affects everyone.
Superman!
In this movie, we introduced Bibbo, who has no real connection to Superman other than he's a huge fan.
How about a picture for the joint?
I really feel the producers do a great job of setting up that likability from Bibbo, that relatability, and
Stupid thing.
the story of him being saved in connection to all the other characters.
Say Superman!
Superman!
And so he's our touchstone in the story that connects this story to what fans feel about Superman.
Hey, if you ain't got a place to go, you can stay with me while Superman cleans this clown's clock.
Real justice isn't reserved for some. It's everyone's right.
Jerry O'Connell, who voices our Superman, has done
Wow.
a fantastic job.
Honestly,
And
didn't
Lois
know that
in
was
this
him.
movie really had a very pivotal role. And so for us, it popped into our heads that Rebecca Romaine would be a great choice.
Thanks for the ride.
As far as their connection as being husband and wife, I think there's a familiarity there.
Are you sure you're not just getting old?
You'll have to tell me what that's like.
Ha! Super touche.
It was just so much fun to see them bring that to life.
We need you, Clark.
Jason O'Mara is our Batman, and again, returned in this continuity of films. You know, really comfortable in the role.
Batman, zip line.
Shamar Moore has been Cyborg since Justice League War, and he comes in with such enthusiasm.
Where is that monstrosity?
Rosario Dawson is so much fun as our Wonder Woman. She just really brings not only the toughness, but the humor where it's needed.
Towel?
I don't sweat.
Maybe not on the outside.
No real thoughts. It's all aggression, all about the fight. A killing machine.
In the comic, the fight was staged it starts very wide, and we progressively get tighter and tighter and tighter, and the panels get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so we wanted to kind of replicate that feeling
out revealing himself, how he looked.
Superman has an emotional investment in stopping Doomsday. The idea that he may not survive is the first time he's ever had to deal with that kind of emotion. There's a point where we see the realization in his eyes. This is a thing that he may not be able to be.
As a fan, I want to see that depth and the idea that this sacrifice feels like it was given the weight to mean something.
To try to push for something different was a really fun opportunity to do on this movie.
In there.
It fired off on all cylinders, like, yeah, let's really bring something unique to this, but also have it still feel very reminiscent of the comic book.
The death of Superman was something that I think comic book fans thought was unthinkable. It gave fans a chance to realize how much the character means to them.
I'm blown away by seeing Superman that vulnerable. He's willing to sacrifice to save not only Lois Lane, but everyone.
The biggest hero in the world can be killed, and anything can happen in this universe.
If anyone's watching this...
Oh!
No!
He just squashed that person with the whip. Yo! That was bananas. That was bananas. That was bonkers. Yo, that looks hot. I definitely am gonna see that when it drop. Love the artwork, man, especially since I draw and everything. Well, sometimes I draw. Need to get back on it. I'm gonna draw some of these characters, man. But the artwork is definitely popping. I love the way they're going with this storyline. It's gonna be interesting to see how they flip this. This ought to be dope, man. Doomsday is a fucking monster. Dude smashed that motherfucker with the car, son. Where they do that at? And I gotta say, DC, they beating Marvel with the cartoon movies, in my opinion. They beating Marvel with the cartoon movies. Marvel beating DC with the motion picture films. Which is cool, man. You got your domain, run your domain. Don't try and step out of your lane. It ain't gonna be a good look for you. I'm gonna leave it at that. So on that note, post your comments down below. Let me know what y'all thought of the trailer. And yo, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.